So the third technology website I found is called Trello.com. The two standards I felt fit best with this website was the Educator's 6A standard, which stated foster a culture where students take ownership of their learning goals and outcomes in both independent and group settings, and the Student Standard for 6A, which states students choose the appropriate platforms and tools for meeting the desired objectives of their creation or communication. So Trello.com is a website that helps students keep themselves accountable, whether it is an individual assignment, a group project, anything of that nature. It actually allows the teacher to go in and create a checklist for the students that they are able to access through the website, to let them know that they need to stay on track and what's due at what time and things of that nature. It's kind of like a Google community, but it's more structured for the kids as far as a more in-depth breakdown of things. So I'm going to click on the student research board, and it's actually a checklist, a research board of students trying to complete research papers. So this example, the teacher made the headings brainstorm, research, rough draft, final draft, and completed, which these are all they are able to be edited, so you can change the name of your checklist if you would like, and it's able to tell you who is in what part of the phase of the research paper. So there's a couple kids still in the brainstorming phase, one kid that actually has some research, one kid is already done with the rough draft, and then the final draft, and then Samantha Lynn is actually completed hers, and it has been submitted for grading. So you are able to edit students, you can add students, you can take away students. Um, for this one, you can actually click on the research, and Janelle actually downloaded her attachment. For me, I would leave a comment, which is the teacher comment box right here, and tell her she needed to have another resource, such as an article or something of that nature. And then I could go over here and I could actually set a due date for her. So she knows to get that article or another item of resource turned in by a certain date and a certain time. This student already has his rough draft done. He already submitted it through Google Drive. I do not have access to it. You do need to request access just for this one. It's kind of an example to show you how to navigate through Trello. And also this final draft was submitted right here. It says what date it was added and at what time, and if you like the paper, or instead of writing on the paper that they were to type or write out by hand, you can look through the document and you can leave your comment down here in the teacher box. And then it shows who turned in their paper and submitted it for grading. If you want to add another student, you just hit add another card. You can put another student there. It's very easy. You just hit add another card. If you want to create your own, all you do is create team. And then you can create your own team, as far as if you're wanting to open it up for your educators or other teachers, and you guys can organize a board together. But if you're just wanting to do something specifically for your class, you just hit create new board. You can add board title. So if I wanted a board to be about Charles Darwin, that's my favorite person, obviously, I just hit create board, and then you can add your list title. So just like in the other one, if I was to do a brainstorming, and then resources, rough draft, final draft, so on and so forth. So at this point, You can actually add a card. So if you wanted to add a student, you would just add the student by name. It gives you the options to move it. And then you were able to personalize it that way, um, just like we were shown in the student research board. So the students have access to this. It actually, you're able to give them a login and a code, and they will be able to access it. And that way they can see what all needs to be done and completed as far as assignments. I think this would be really good for a group project because students are not always able to meet up or don't have a means of transportation, and a lot of things they could do on their own or at home. So if they can access the checklist, they can see who has what job to do and when they need to have it done by. So I think this is a great thing for students, and I also think it is a great resource for teachers to keep projects and things of that nature organized.